What would you say to a person who feels shy and doesn't reach out to others because they fear others might not like them?
I would say, bro, you're wrong. Because here's the thing. Everyone's gonna love you. And the people that don't love you, they are not good people. Honestly, they're not good people. And the people that do love you, they're going to love you and they're gonna want to be your friend and they're gonna want to learn about you. And yeah, I am so excited to be interviewed by SBSK today.
Why is that?
Because I am very friendly and I love to give hugs. And one thing I want people to know about me is that I'm kind and I love to interact with other people, and I'll just be your friend till the end. I am so ready for my interview.
What would you like to say to the world?
I would like to say that if you ever get to meet me, don't feel ashamed. Just come up to me and just start talking to me. I am great at striking up a conversation.
Why do you think somebody might feel ashamed?
Because typical people don't know how to interact with people with disabilities, and I think that people should learn how to interact with people with disabilities.
How do people typically react when you give them a hug?
Typically, most people are weirded out about it.
What would you like to say to people who don't like hugs?
It's okay to not like hugs because I can give you a high five. When I was in school, I came across people that made fun of me because of my disability, and it's mostly because of, in today's generation, most parents don't teach their children to interact with people with disabilities, and I want to change that. I can't give the camera a hug because that would be weird.
We can give a virtual hug to the camera.
Virtual hugging to everyone who is watching us.
We are giving you a hug.
Yes.
How would you describe your grandmom's role in your life?
Joyful, and I would describe her as a great role model. And whenever I'm having a bad day, she always knows how to make me happy, and she's always been there for me.
Does your grandmom help you with anything?
She does. She helps me cook. She helps me do my laundry, and she's awesome, and I wouldn't trade the world for her.
What else do you want to talk about?
Politics, but
oh jeez,
but not into this video.
Oh, you want to talk about it off the video?
Actually, I don't want to talk about
is it something you're passionate about, but you know it's divisive?
Yeah, my mom and dad say don't talk about it, but I won't talk about it. Okay. Move on!
Do you have a hard time understanding when something might be socially appropriate?
Yeah, I do have a hard time understanding something that might be socially inappropriate. It's hard for me to know when something's inappropriate or appropriate.
Do you want to know, though? What's it like to struggle knowing that?
I cringe. Basically, I cringe. I say, should I say this or not?
You cringe at yourself?
Yes.
Do you hope other people allow you to be yourself? Or do you want people to kind of guide you and help you to be more socially appropriate?
To be more socially appropriate?
You appreciate the assistance.
I do. I do appreciate the assistance.
What is it like to cringe at yourself?
Like, okay. When I say something I don't mean, I'm like, in my mind, I'm cringing like, oh my gosh, did I just offend that person? Which I didn't mean to. Now, I'll say I didn't mean to, but yeah.
When he was little and the right side of his face was paralyzed and he'd get in trouble and cry, it was so pitiful. And he'd reach up and try to hug you, and it's just a little puddle of water, just melt everybody's heart. And he's always loved women. He could get his way with a woman anytime, especially when he was little.
Tell me about this love.
I like to go to Hooters. And I like to go to Twin Peaks. The food is good. The women are hotter. Honestly, I'm looking for a girlfriend right now. Always looking for a girlfriend. And I'm sure most single guys out there that are watching this can agree too.
That's Colin. You know where you stand. He's honest. He's not going to lie and try to work it. He never tries to manipulate you.
Do you say whatever you're thinking?
So here's the thing about me. I try not to hurt your feelings. Just know that I'm coming at it from a loving standpoint. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know the best way to put things. So, like, I try not to hurt your feelings, but after I think I do it, I say, did I hurt your feelings? Because I didn't mean to.
If he thinks it, he says it, and he has some of the most awesome off-the-wall questions that I don't know the answer to.
What kind of questions?
I don't know. No.
Mostly, why do people think like that? Why do they do that? Do they know the so-and-so, why does this work like that? He's always wanting to know why.
Yes. And I'm always wanting to know what's in their mind.
Is it hard for you to know what other people are thinking?
Yes.
Does he express that to you a lot?
Yes.
A lot.
A lot.
What is your disability?
My disability is cerebral palsy.
What is Colin's diagnosis?
I really don't know. I think he has several different diagnoses, but we just went on what we could do.
It's undescribable, but most times I feel this thing in my brain that feels like fireworks is going off, and then I have to like stop everything I'm doing, and it usually lasts up to from 5 seconds to 20 seconds, and we have tried to get an EEG done about it, and nothing. Like, I was having it while I was on it, and it didn't show up anything.
How often does that happen, the fireworks?
Usually in the mornings. It's actually happening through this interview since I'm talking about it, but it's kind of like chill, like, but I can contain it.
What did doctors say when Colin was first born?
One of the doctors said that he would not live very long and that he would never walk or talk, and we needed to put him somewhere. And we did. We took him home, put him in his bed. It was his twin brother. Did he tell you he has a twin brother?
No.
He has a fraternal twin brother. And Colin was the biggest, and they were like this, and Colin was on top. and he could move his legs and all. We didn't think he could walk, so he weighed twice what his brother did, or nearly twice. So his brother didn't move. There was very little movement.
I forget a lot. Most times I forget what I was doing. Sometimes I'll be on my phone and I'll be like, what was I gonna do on my phone? Sometimes I see something and I don't know how to react to it. So like, if a car were yeah, crazy people don't know how to drive. So like, if I were like crossing, like, if there were a deer to come out, my brain wouldn't progress. Oh, there's a deer in the road. Stop. It wouldn't progress fast enough. So I would run over the deer, and that's why I can't drive.
Do you have a longer processing time than what is typical?
Yes, I have a longer processing time than other typical people.
Does that impact you in social situations?
Not really. Actually, it does. Sometimes I don't know what to say, and then I go home and I say, "Oh, I should have said that."
Do you live independently, or do you need assistance?
So I want to live independent. My dream has always been to move out into an apartment, and with a roommate, but I live with my grandma for now.
How would you describe the way that Colin's mind works?
I can't. Colin's mind is just beyond description, and he's always happy. He's always thinking, and it's just a joy to watch him.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the most loving, or is the most loving person I've ever known. He loves everybody until he doesn't. And then it is an all or nothing. He never wants to hurt anybody, but it's in the brain, out the mouth. And then he says, "Did I hurt your feelings? I didn't mean to hurt your feelings." But people just, this is what he thinks. This is how he feels. You know where you stand with Colin. There's
Yes.
never any doubt.
I noticed you have a scar on the side of your head right there. Have you ever had a brain surgery?
No, I had surgery on my ear when I was 5 years old. When I was younger, I wanted to be like everyone else and have 2 ears, because when you're 5 years old, you want to be the best version of a role. You want to be a good role model, right? So I was 5 years old. So I had surgery to get a new ear. Now that I'm 25, I kind of wish I didn't have that surgery, because sometimes this ear hurts. Just keep moving forward in life, because it's important to keep moving forward in life. Don't look at the past. There's some things that you went through in the past that aren't really worth looking back on. Now, you can look back on the good things that happened in your life, but looking back on the past, it can bring you a little bit of depression. And I have experienced that.
What is your biggest regret in life?
My biggest regret. What is yours?
My biggest regret? That's a great question.
My biggest regret is probably honestly, I don't know what my biggest regret is.
And I think that's an unfair question because I can't think of my biggest regret either. Aren't we fortunate to be two guys who can't think of their biggest regret?
Yes.
How fortunate do you feel?
125% fortunate to be here today because I'm fortunate to be on this planet.
And they say that looking at the past can kind of make you sad and it takes you out of the moment, the present. And looking at the future can fill you with anxiety and take you out of the present.
Yeah.
So we have to focus on this moment right now. And right now I'm on this couch with you, Colin, and we're having a great time.
Oh yeah.
Right here in the present.
Right here in the present. Yep.
Should we give a hug to the audience?
Yes.
Thank you for being with us in the present right now. What do you hope other people understand about Colin when they're meeting him for the first time?
That I hope they see his kind heart and spirit, that he is such a loving, giving person, and that he only wants the best for everybody. He wants everybody to like him and be a friend, but he has his values that he's not going to compromise.
If you want to be my friend, just come up to me and start talking to me.
How did you enjoy doing this interview?
I loved it.
Me too. I think you're an awesome person, and I'm glad we're friends now.
Me too. And I hope this isn't the only time that I get to see you.
I'd love to see you anytime I'm in Georgia.
Yeah.
I usually come to Georgia like once a year, so next time I'm here, I'll reach on out.
Yeah.
Should we celebrate our friendship with a hug?
Yes.
Thanks for being my friend. Is there anything you're worried about?
Yes. I am worried about, wait, there's nothing I'm worried about.
Why not?
Because I learned that, don't worry about anything because some things you can't change in this world.